Alright, today we're going to be talking about a great tool that you can use called Print Friendly. And I really like this tool, and it allows you to do is take a web page that you want your students to read in class maybe, or in their Google Drive or something like that, and to print it out in a way that gets rid of all the distractions from the page and makes it much easier for the students to look at. So the first thing that you would need to do is go to the Chrome Web Store, and if you haven't done that before, just go up here to your apps, right, and then you want to pick the Web Store. And then when you get to the Web Store, you're going to search for Print Friendly. And then you're going to install it, and I can't because I've already installed it, but there would be an install button right here. You just click the install button and it will install it into your version of Chrome. So how do we use it? Okay, so once it's installed, what you're going to see is when you go to a web page, you can see there's a lot of ads and other content on this web page that have nothing to do with the story and are very distracting from the story itself. And so what I want to do is just print out the story. And so I'm just going to come up here. This is what it does. It puts this little green icon right here in your Chrome browser bar. And now I have a choice. I can print this story, right? And it'll just print what you can see, which is just the story, which is great. And you can even remove things. Like you see how as I scroll through here, I can get rid of these graphics. If I really don't care if my students see that, I can get rid of this right here. I can get rid of this popular stories, right? I can get rid of, like this right there, anti-vax. That's not really what I care about, or this more button. Okay, so I can go through here. Here's another more. I don't care about that. I don't want to smarter every day, right? I can get rid of that. Okay, so now I've really got just the story that I want my students to look at, right? I could even get rid of this picture if I want, right? Because that picture doesn't really tell much. Okay, so now I do want them to look at the graphic because that's a skill. That's definitely a skill I want them to work on. I can get rid of that more. Okay, so now I've got just the story and the one graphic that I want my students to look at. So I could just print this out, right? And we could do this as a, an in-class exercise on paper, but I can also make a PDF of this, right? So I can just hit make a PDF, right? And then it's going to download it to letter size paper. And now I have the PDF, right? It's downloaded my PDF, and I can open it up. And we could do this in class together, or I could put it into their Google Drive, or however way I want to do that. So it just gives us a nice clean version of the story without any of that distracting elements. And it was really easy. Just in a couple of clicks, I was able to turn this web page, right? And I'm just going to exit out. So you see this web page has got all this other stuff on here that I just really didn't care about. Right, I was able to turn that web page into this nice, clean story very, very quick, and I can now read about something that is up to date in the news and something they might even have heard of or care about or be interested in, and we can do different things, whether it's this science article or we could do this in language arts class just to do different kinds of skills practice. And so it's really easy to use this print-friendly plugin for Chrome.